Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to see the question answer part of the poem, The Lake Isle of Eng2. Let's see the first number. Tick the correct option. If you see your textbook, New James English Reader, page 14, you will find out that tick the correct option. The speaker wishes to go to, number A, one will be B, an island. Next, number 2, the speaker hopes to find dash in Eng2. The answer will be peace and tranquility. Number 3, the poet hears the sound of the dash when he is away from Eng2. Number 3 will be B, that is lake water. Number 4, in Eng2, the poet wants to live in the lap of nature. Number 4A. Then number 5, the phrase be loud glade suggests a glade where one can hear the sound made by the bees. Now let's come to the number B. Explain the meaning of these lines from the poem. For peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. The meaning of this line is peace is said to fall slowly from the morning vale in the island of Eng2 where the cricket sings. Here the morning mist is being compared to a veil because like a veil, mist obstructs or it blurs the vision. Number 2, there is midnight's all a glimmer and a noon a purple glow. In Eng2, the midnight sky shines with a soft, gentle light, and the noon sky seems purple due to the bright, shining sun. Come to number C. Answer this question. What are the things that the poet wishes to do in Eng2? The poet wishes to build a small cabin of clay and wattles. First point here is a small cabin of clay and wattles. Then comma, grow rows of beans. Second point, make a hive for the honeybees. Third point, and leave alone in the glade filled with sound of the honeybees. I hope you got the answer of C, number 1. Now, next question. How does the poet imagine life to be in Eng2? The poet imagines a peaceful life in Eng2. He believes Eng2 will provide him all the beauty of nature. The sound of flying linnets, comma, a glade full of buzzing bees, bright sun filling the sky with a purple glow, cricket singing and lake water gently striking the shore. Number 3. Why does the poet want to go to Eng2? The poet wants to go to Eng2 to enjoy a calm and peaceful life in the company of nature. Number 4. How can we say that the Isle of Eng2 has a deep influence on the poet's mind and heart? The poet we can say the Isle of Eng2 has a deep influence on the poet's mind and heart because he hears the lake water lapping the shore even while standing on the roadways and pavements in the city. Number 5. Can we say that the poet lives in a city? Give reason. Yes, we can say that the poet lives in a city because he says, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement grey, which refers to the concrete path of the city. Number D, think and answer. Number 1, what can we say about the present state of the mind of the speaker? The present state of the mind of the speaker is of a person who wants some peace and quiet away from the busy city life. He wants a place all for himself where he can enjoy the beautiful scenes and sound of nature. Let's see number D to A. Which aspects of daily life does he probably dislike? The poet probably dislikes the crowd and the noise of daily life that is symbolic of a busy day. Number B. How does the Isle of Innisfree present a contrast to them? The Isle of Innisfree is full of sounds and sights of nature. The poet can clearly hear the bees, the cricket and the flying linnets, and can watch the morning mist and the bright sun aglow in the afternoon. He can also hear the lake water lapping the shore of the isle. Then next is number C. Which color suggests this contrast? In Innisfree, the afternoon sky turns purple due to the brightly shining sun. On the other hand, the poet describes the city roads as pavement grey. While purple is a bright color, grey is dull, and this brings out the contrast between nature and city life. Then, will the poet, number 3, will the poet be happy and satisfied if he permanently lives in the Isle of Innisfree? Do you think he will want to return to his previous life after a few days? Give a reasoned answer. Number 3, you can write of your own because it may vary from person to person. Now, come to number E. A rhyming scheme is indicated by the pattern of rhyming words placed at the end of line in a poem. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem? Find more words that follow the rhyming pattern of the poem. So the rhyme scheme of the poem is A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F. For more words that follow the rhyming pattern of the poem, accepts any relevant response. Some of the suggested words are tree, fade, and me. These are A, B, A, B. Then stayed, C, D, C, D, go, ring, stow, things. E, F, hey, more, way, tore. So once again I am repeating A, B, tree, fade, me, stayed. C, D, go, rings, stow, things. E, F, hey, more, way, tore. So here A, B is first line rhymes with the second, and C, D is your third line rhymes with the fourth. Like this it goes on, and fifth with the sixth. If you see the poem, you will find out that. Now, number F. Before that, identify another metaphor in the poem. It is asked. A metaphor is a comparison of two unlike things that have something in common. One metaphor used in the poem is the veils of the morning. You have to find out the another one, that is noon a purple glow. That is the answer of number F. Now next is your punctuation. Identify the errors made in using apostrophes in this passage. The lake Isle of Innisfree was one of its. After writing its, apostrophe S will be there. Early poems. Innisfree is a real island in County Sligo in Ireland. This is all capital. As a child, it would often go to Sligo on vacations. Thus, the place is closely connected to his childhood memories. Yates has said that the inspiration to write the poem came from sudden memory of his childhood while walking down a street in London. The poem is also influenced by Irish folklore. Here, some words which are highlighted are, some are capital, and after those lines we can see here that some are what here about full stops are there. Then the poem describes the poet's apostrophe S, longing to escape the dreariness of everyday life and take refuge in nature. The poet feels such a compelling desire to go to the island that he can hear the lake water lapping in his heart, apostrophe S, core, comma, signaling him to come, full stop. Next is your grammar study. What you have to do is, you have to underline the dependent clause and circle the independent clause in each sentence. Number H. I want to go to Eng2, that is your that is independent clause, and because I hope to find peace and tranquility, that is dependent clause. Although I don't dislike having company, dependent, I want to be left alone in Eng2. Whenever I become tired of city life, independent, and dependent, and I remember Eng2 is your independent. I shall have a beehive there, that is your independent, so that I always hear the sweet sound of the bees buzzing in the air, dependent. I will build myself a hut in Eng2, independent, even if it is small, dependent. However, before I go there, dependent, I must ask mom and dad, independent. I think they will not be happy with my going away, that is your independent, unless I promise to come back, dependent. Now next is your I. Add subordinate clauses to the main clauses to make new sentences. We will be late for the flight unless we leave early. Here, other response can also be accepted. She did well in her exam, even though she had been keeping a poor health. It began to rain, although the weather had been fine in the morning. Ramaya was determined to start her own business before she turned 40. You can seek my help if you are unable to solve the puzzle on your own. She likes carrying a book wherever she goes. Number J. Add main clause to these subordinate clauses to make complete sentences. Since I last visited Eng2, it has changed a lot. If you are annoyed by the noise, you should close the windows. We have to postpone our visit to the countryside because the area has been flooded. While she completed her homework, I helped mother bake the cake. That's all. Thank you and have a nice day.